Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. He rifles one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
first and 10. It's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. The tackle made by Kingsley Enagbare. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense in a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. He is off to an unfathomable start throwing the football, throwing the two passes, both been intercepted and returned for touchdowns. We'll see how he bounces back. It's first and 10. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Second down, back to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Throwing is Hurts. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Rodgers now on 1st down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped off by a touchdown catch from Christian Watson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points. Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Got a man. It's Brown. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd and 7, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. After the sack on first down, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. This one swung out here to Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo. Didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll run with Sanders. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Second down, back to Sanders. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Adrian Amos with a pick.